face.
Hi, so I'm back in Missouri, and you have asked for a recording of a yoga class, so my niece asked if we could do yoga, and look at this wonderful place we found at Roku. So we're going to start off on our backs. I hope they can hear me. Pretty quiet. Knees bent, feet to the floor. Hands down by your side, palms up, allowing your collarbones to be broad and spacious. Take a big inhale and a long exhale, relaxing into your body and feeling your body become heavy against the mat. Our first fundamental is grounding. Feel your feet. Widen your toes and put down each one at a time. Feel the balls of your feet. Feel the heels of your feet. Let them connect to the earth. Feel the back of your hips connected to the earth. The lower back swoops away and your chest sinking, broadening, relaxing. The neck swoops away and the back of the head rests. Grounding is our first fundamental. The next fundamental is relaxing your jaw. So let your tongue fall away from the roof of the mouth and relax your jaw. And then imagine that the space between your ears could become broader as their palate broadens, spreads, and becomes spacious. The second fundamental is finding ease in your body. And by relaxing your jaw, you open the doorway for your fascia lines, which all end or intersect with this plane, for the fascia lines to relax and release. And take another nice full breath and let the exhale all the way out, and add just a little bit of a pause at the end of the exhale. And then let your body tell you when it's time to inhale. And take 2 or 3 breaths right here. As your diaphragm moves up and down, it is gently stimulating your vagus nerve, the great wandering nerve that goes to all of your organs. And when you breathe calmly, regularly, allowing the exhale to go all the way to the end, it stimulates your down regulation of your nervous system. All the way out to the end, pause, and inhale when your body tells you it's time. Slowly opening your eyes, and we'll start off by rocking our pelvis back and forth. So take your belly button all the way down so your lower back touches the mat, and then take the belly rolling forward so your chest comes up. So this is supine cat-cow. You inhale as you open up your chest and you roll forward, and you exhale as you bring your belly button down towards the mat. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. And then find a neutral spine, which is just in constructive rest where we were. Bring your arms up to the ceiling, fingers pointing to the sky. So there's 2 places you can have your arm bones. Let your arm bones come all the way down to the ground. So the head of the humerus grounds down into the ground. Then raise the right one up and lower it down. Raise the left arm up and lower it down. Inhale, up, right one. Exhale, down. Inhale, left one up. Exhale, down. One more time. Inhale, right one up. Exhale, down. This is bringing a little left one up, a little bit of a twist into your upper spine. Okay, now we're going to take the right one up and go all the way over to the left. Let your elbow cross and bring that right arm all the way down. Just relax and breathe. Feel that stretch between your shoulder blades. Remember to always let that exhale go to the end of the pause. And then slowly releasing, bringing the hands back up. Inhale, right one up. Exhale down, left one up. Exhale down, right one up. Exhale down, left one up, over to the right. Bending your right elbow, just allowing the weight of your right arm to gently pull your left arm over. Gentle twist in our spine. And releasing, bringing your arms back down by your side. Outstretching your legs. Outstretching your arms. Inhale, reaching your heels in front and your fingers behind. Then take your left leg over to the left side of your mat, your right leg on top. Grab your right wrist and go over to the side. Crescent moon laying down. Couple of breaths. And with your next exhale, come back to center. And then take your right leg out to the side of the mat, left leg on top. Grab onto your left wrist and pull over to the right. Crescent moon to the right. Feel that stretch in your side fascia line. So Katie, I showed your parents what the fascia lines were. So now they know too. One more breath. Let that exhale go all the way out. And then coming back to neutral and bending your knees, feet to the floor. Bending your knees into your chest, give yourself a rock and a roll, letting that lower back release. And then roll over onto your side and push up into tabletop or all fours. I'm going to look forward so that I'm looking towards, but you can look any way you want to.
That's great.
And we're going to do cat-cow, but let's first find our tabletop. Fingers are lightly spread. Feel each finger, put the thumbs down, your pointer, your middle finger, your ring. Let them really feel the mat. And then notice where your arm bones are. If you push the mat away from you, your arm bones come to the front of the socket. If you let the mat come towards your chest, then you can feel it go in. It's the same thing that we did when we were supine. Can you feel that difference? So now, if you push the floor away from you and then you let your chest come down, it's the same thing that we did on our back. Okay, and now we're going to find that place that's right in the middle. So now we're going to go into cat. You push the floor away from you, arm bones come to the front of the socket, head looks down between your thighs as you arch your back towards the sky. Then you come forward, sinking and letting your chest open up towards, and your tailbone goes up towards the sky. This is cow, belly button is towards the floor. You exhale as you go into cat, pushing the floor away from you, and you inhale as you come forward into cow. Exhale into cat, inhale into cow. This is spinal extension and flexion. Cat is spinal flexion. Cow is spinal extension. And then find your neutral. Now we're going to take our left hand on the other side of the right hand, left foot over the right ankle, and do that same thing that we were doing in crescent. Try to see if you can see your bum. So you're looking over your right shoulder and see if you can see your bum. I used to be able to see it. I can't see it anymore. I've lost some of my flexibility. And another breath here. And with your next tail, come back to neutral. And we'll do that to the other side. Take the right hand to the other side of the left. Take your right foot and put it over your left. And then now look over your left shoulder and see if you can see your left bum. And breathe into that openness of your side fascia line. And then coming back. So the spine makes 6 movements. We've done flexion, extension, we've done off to the side. Now we're going to do the twist. Take the right hand out and bring it underneath your left hand and palm up, reaching as far as you can, bringing your right ear all the way down to the floor. Now you can stay right here, or you can take your left arm forward with the fingers. And I like to breathe just a couple breaths here. You can also bring your hand onto your back, palms down, fingers facing towards your crack, or you can take it up to the sky. You find what is more comfortable for you. Our thoracic our chest wall is the stickiest place. So doing all the movements of your spine is really good for it. And bringing that left arm down, pushing up, and do a cat-cow. And we'll go to the other side. Left arm out, left arm underneath the right, bringing your left ear all the way down to the ground. You choose where you want your right hand, up on little fingers, reaching and getting that arm line stretched, or if it's more comfortable with your hand on your back, fingers pointing down towards your bum or up towards the ceiling. And breathe into that stickiness into your chest wall. The ribs have so many little muscles making it stiff. And bringing that arm wherever you have it back to underneath your shoulders and push up, and a cat-cow. So we're going to go forward into a down dog, which you might find a little bit different. Put your hands a little bit forward, curl your toes, and push your bum back. Keep your knees bent. Roll the arm bones out so that you're broad between your ears. Let your knees be bent as much as they can so that you have nice long line from your tailbone all the way to your fingertips. Then if you like, you can bend one knee and stretch the other heel toward the ground and bicycle through, getting those calves stretched from all that walking we did yesterday. And at the end of the exhale, bend your knees, look up to your hands, pushing off, bringing your hands forward. Inhale, lengthening. Exhale, folding. Pushing down to come all the way up and back to mountain. So what I would suggest is that the two of you do a sun salutation against the bench. And because we're going to do it all the way, right?
Yep.
Or you can watch, because this requires some getting up and going down, okay? So I'm going to actually put on something in between that's really good for an SI joint. And you heels up, heels down, heels up, arms up, and heels down. Slight bend to the knees. Next we're going to go add chair, okay? Heels up, bend the knees and come into chair. Actually horse, you don't come forward. And bounce. Can you feel your calves?
That's nice.
Oh yeah, horse. This is really good for the SI joint. And then push down to come up, arms down. We're going to add on. Heels up, arms up, come down to horse. A little bit of a bounce to just get that stretch. And then forward fold, knees bent. Reach the sits bones towards the sky, lengthening the back fascia line as you try to straighten your knees. Inhale to lengthen, looking forward. Exhale to fold. Push down to come all the way up, grabbing onto your right wrist and over to the side. Getting that side fascia line, another little twist. And inhale, coming up, grab onto your left wrist and over to the right. And inhale, coming up, hands down. So that's a move by one of the yoga experts up in New Zealand.
Oh, really?
And she was in a really bad car accident and broke her whole pelvis. And this is what she did to get her back on.
Yeah.
So
That's
heels up, arms up, balance, heels down, come into chair. In chair or horse, chair is forward if that's easier for you. Horse is straight up. A little bit of a bounce to get that stretch. And then forward fold, fingers down, tailbone up toward the sky. Lengthening, looking forward, seeing if you can get a length. And then plant your hands, feet step back to down dog. The end of the exhale, come forward into plank. In plank, roll your arm bones out so that you're broad across your collarbones. Reach your heels behind you. Ooh, feel that stretch? And slowly lowering down all the way to prone mountain. In prone mountain, your hands are directly under your shoulders. Feel that connection to the ground. Now ground your pubic bone. Ground your hands. Pull your hands back as you lengthen your neck and you look up forward. Baby cobra. You see how you engage your back muscles by doing that? And exhale, coming down. Should we add on? This is also good for the SI joint.
That's good.
Press down, pull back, come up into baby cobra. Look over your right shoulder. And as you look over your right shoulder, make sure your right hip stays grounded. And exhale, coming down. Neutral baby cobra, coming up into baby cobra. And exhale down. We'll go to the left side. Press down with your hands, pull back. Lengthening the spine, look over your left shoulder. Let that left hip roll back towards the mat. And exhale, coming down. Curl your toes. Press down with the hands, push up to your knees, knee plank. Come back all the way to child's pose. Hands are in front. Let your sits bones reach towards your heels. Right hand over to the left hand, stretching that side. Over to the other side, right hand over, left hand on top, stretching to the side. And then the left hand comes back to neutral. Now, this is part of my strength adding. You press down on the hands and you pull, but you don't move. Oh, you feel those muscles in your back?
Yeah, and my
Yeah. Yep, and your abdomen. And then relax. Press down with your hands and pull, pull, pull. Isometric, and then relax. Press down and pull. Let yourself come all the way up into up dog, looking forward and up. Curl your toes and push back to down dog. And of the exhale, bend your knees, look up to the hands, walk your feet forward. Inhale to lengthen, exhale to fold. Push down to come all the way up and back to mountain. Sumo, stretching wide. So if you want, you can, oh, good on you. Okay, so you want your feet wider than your shoulders, but not wider than your wrists. Hands on hips. Inhale to lengthen the spine. Exhale, you're going to bend your knees. Shins forward, sits bones back, and knit your ribs. So you're coming down into a squat. Why don't you look at me, Katie? Turn it on and look the other way so you get it. And then push down on the feet to come back up. Exhale to come down. Inhale to come up. Now I'm going to add on action and resistance. Try to keep your legs straight while you bend. Can you feel how you're engaging muscles more? Okay, so sits bones go back, shins go forward, chest come. It's a 90-90 degrees. 90 at there, 90 at your knees, and 90 at your hips. And then come back up. Trying to keep them bent while you try to straighten. Mind over matter. Now next one, ready? You're advanced, so I'm taking you.
Thank you.
And my students know how to do this. Now stand up straight. Close your eyes and feel where your sits bones are. Can you feel your sits bones? Pull your sits bones apart and make them make you come down. Okay? And when you're down, your sits bones are wide apart. Now pull them together to bring you back up. Do 3 of those using your sits bones to make you move. Bring them together to come up. This is how you never pee in your pants after childbirth. And then let your sits bones come apart. And here we're going to pause. Raise your right heel, lowering down 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Raise your left heel, lowering down 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Challenge, raising both heels and lowering down 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Contact, push down to come up. Okay. Left toes turn in, right toes turn out. Heel toe your right leg out. I'm mirroring her opposite, so that might be why. Or because you don't want to be on a straight line, you might want to take that back leg further out so that you're not on a straight line.
Gotcha.
Which is different with what they teach you. They teach you to have it in a line.
Oh, yeah.
It's not good for your SI joint.
Interesting. I've always, yeah.
So when you bend your knee, you want the middle of the knee going directly over the middle of your foot. And then straighten. Exhale to bend. Inhale to straighten. You should be looking about that direction. So that, no, you're this direction for you. Yeah. Because you don't want to, where your eyes go,
Yep.
everything else goes. So you want to be looking at your either 10 or 2 o'clock. Next time, oh no, let's do one more. Feel your sits bones and see where flies comes back in. Now pull with your heel to bend your knee. Do you feel that?
Yeah.
Now the back heel, roll that ankle out, ground the big toe. Do you feel how that feels different? Now straighten the knee, keep that back leg really engaged, pull the front heel, pause, hands to heart. Exhale all the way out. How's the roof of your mouth? Relax the tongue. Let there be broadness between your shoulder blades. Inhale up and out. Right arm over your right leg, left arm back behind you. Knit your ribs. If you want, you can go down further. You can heel toe that back leg further if you want more. So this is extended side, and this is Warrior 2. We're going to go directly into extended side angle. Tip your pelvis and drop your right hand. Go all the way up. If you like, this is, you can do it, right? Let your hand come down towards and reach in opposite directions. You're broadening your collarbones. And then reach with that left hand up to come all the way up to Warrior 2. Take the right hand and bring it overhead. Left hand comes onto your back thigh. Reverse Warrior. Straighten the knee, standing gait. Bend the knee, reverse Warrior. Straighten the knee, bending gait, and reverse Warrior. Coming back for Warrior 2, we're going to go into triangle, okay? So tipping pelvis, reaching far, reaching all the way over. Hold onto your ankle if you need. Straighten that back, that front leg into triangle pose. Open up the chest. Release the roof of the mouth, that jaw. The minute that jaw gets tense, it's because and then bend the knee, come all the way back up. Hands to hips, straighten the knee, feet forward, and 2 sumos. Let's add another sumo where you work from action and resistance. Keep them straight while you bend. Keep them bent while you straighten. Mind over matter. Isometric. Now this time, move from your sits bones. Sits bones are together. Move the sits bones apart. Move the sits bones together. Right toes turn in, left toes turn out. Heel toe to give you more space for your hips. Your hips should be either at 10 or 2 o'clock. Pull with your left heel to bend. Push to straighten. Moving. Motion is lotion. With every exhale, particularly for bad knees. Now try pulling with your heel. Feel the difference? Engages different muscles when you pull from the heel. You can also do action resistance. Try to keep your leg straight while you bend it. Woo. Yeah, really turn things on. And now with the bent, try to keep it bent while you straighten. David, I want you to heel toe your toes out further so that when you bend your knee, it ends right directly over. There you go. You don't want to go over your toes. So next time you bend, pausing here, hands to heart. Find your grounding. Release the jaw. Relax and exhale all the way out. Your back leg, roll the ankle out, ground the big toe. Bring the toes in a little bit at about so raise your heel or take it out. You see why that rolls your whole hip in? Yep, nicer for your SI joint. Press on your hands. Can you feel the difference when you press on your hands? Inhale up to the sky, out into Warrior 2. Looking out over your outstretched left fingertips, rolling that back right ankle out, grounding the toe, reaching out with the heel. Next inhale, tipping the pelvis, drop the forearm, and come into extended side angle. Now there's 3 different forms of extended side angle. The last time we did this way.
Yep.
This time let's swoop our hand forward, thumb up, little finger down, up over your face. And you look underneath your armpit towards the sky. You can have your hand just relaxed here, or again, you can come down. And we can also go into triangle from here. Hold on to your ankle and straighten your knee. And you're right in triangle. And then bend the knee again for extended side angle. And then up into warrior two. Flip the front hand, bring it up, back hand onto the thigh. Reverse warrior. Straighten the knee, standing gate. Bend the knee, reverse warrior. Pull with the heel when you go to bend and push off the ground when you straighten. Moving with your breath. One last time. Next time your knee is straight, hands down, feet forward, and two sumos. Regular. Then an action and resistance. Try to keep your legs straight while you bend. Try to keep them bent while you straighten. Mind over matter. Move from your sits bones to come down. Move from your sits bones to come back. Heel, toe, come to the front of your mat. So that's the flow with the side. Now we're going to do the flow in high lunge. Okay? I don't usually do warrior one because my SI joint, it's too hard.
Yeah.
So I do high lunge instead. But we're going to do some other things to get there. Bring your weight over to your left. Raise your right knee. This is going to be balance. Out to the side. Back to center. Find a concentration point that'll help your balance. And then tip over and step that back foot all the way back. Okay, so now we're in extended front lunge. You can bring your hands in front. You can bring your hands in heart. Roll that right hip forward so your pelvis is neutral towards your mat. This is using internal support. If you need external support, you can bring your hands onto your thighs. Internal support, you keep your hands at heart. And then press down to come all the way up and bring that back foot forward a little bit. Inhale to lengthen, exhale, bend the knee. Keep that back leg straight. Inhale to straighten. And now this time your hip is going straight. So I'm going to come in front. If you find this leg is going to want to go back. So you roll the hip. The heel feels like it's turning out, and then your feet should be parallel. If you look back at your back toe, you'll fall over. So don't do that. So just keep moving back and forth. Motion is lotion. Next time you bend, now I want to do one of you, pull the heel, straighten. Now pull with the heel so you feel that difference. Feel the difference? It really turns on different muscles. And then straighten. And then I want you to experience what it feels like to do action and resistance. So keep it straight, but bend. Keep it bent, but straighten. And then I call it la-di-da. Just go ahead and go down to a la-di-da. Make sure that that right hip is forward. You might want to heel toe your leg out a little bit, your left leg out so you have more room. Arms up. Chest opens up towards the sky. Throat opens up towards the sky. Ooh, I can tell my balance has gotten worse. Come forward to projected lunge. Humble lunge, come behind us, palms towards the ceiling. Now we're going to kick that back foot forward and balance onto our left airplane or warrior three. And then come forward, bringing your knee up into crane again. Leg out to the side. Heel down onto your opposite ankle. And you're in tree pose. Now from here, you can keep your toes on the ground or you can raise the toes up like a kickstand. It helps you maintain your balance and practice without losing the whole pose. If you like, you can bring your foot into your inner thigh. I can no longer do that. Arms down, foot down. Wiggle out your legs a little bit. And we'll go to the other side. Bring your weight over to the right side. Check in with your roof of the mouth.
Oh, that's where the tension is.
Yeah, that's where the tension is. Bring your weight to the right side. Left knee comes up. If you look at the horizon, you have a better chance of balance. Use your hands if you need. Knee out to the side. Back to center. And then tip all the way over, bringing that left foot back, projected lunge. You can land with arm over arm on your knee if you like, or you can bring your hands to heart. This is internal support. This is external support. Check in with your breath. Grounding, relaxed palate, breath. That's the order. Am I grounded? Can I relax the shoulders away from my ears? Can I release the roof of my mouth? Reach that back heel, so it's really reaching out. Roll that back hip forward. Then press down with the foot to straighten the legs. Usually I kick my back leg forward a little bit, just because it's easier. Pull with the heel to bend, and push to straighten. Move with your breath. Exhale, and inhale. Pull with the heel so that you're getting the hamstrings engaged. If you like, try action and resistance. Keep your legs straight, but you're stronger than that. It becomes an isometric exercise. And the next time it's bent, pausing here. Make sure you have that back heel up and rolled out so that your feet are parallel. Your pelvis is straight. Arms up. Open up the chest, open up the throat, and your eyes go up to the sky. High lunge. Forward lunge. Humble lunge, arms come behind us, hallelujah. And then slowly kick forward into either airplane, John lets you and I do airplane, or warrior 3. So I will do airplane. The people who haven't had knee or ankle surgeries can do warrior 3. And then swinging it through, bringing it up to crane again. And then out to the side. Heel to ankle. And then find your tree pose. For those of us who don't have good balance, we raise our toes and then we can lower them from the kickstand whenever we need to. For those of us who have better balance, we can take our foot up. But it shouldn't land on the knee. It has to either land on the inner thigh or down where you don't, because you don't want it to weaken those tendons. Arms down, leg down. Inhale, absolute. Exhale, bend the knees, tip the pelvis forward, fold. Oh, feel that. Fingers and stars. Then inhale, look forward, reach the sits bones towards the ceiling, lengthening your knees, feeling that stretch in the back. Feel it? Exhale, plant your hands, feet step back, down dog. In down dog, broaden your arm bones. Go ahead and bicycle through, getting those calves. So I want to see how you feel about, I want you to see what this feels like. Go into down dog. Bend the knees, bend the knees. Oh, now push your butt toward the sky. With the knees bent. Oh, you feel the difference? And now roll these out. Oh, do you feel the difference? You want to always give yourself permission to bend the knees. End of the exhale, bring the knee feet forward. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale to fold. Oh, let's go all the way down. Come down onto your knees. And back to child's pose. Right hand over on top of left. Press it to child's. If you like, you can take your right ankle and put it over the left ankle. And then swing your butt a little bit back and forth like a pendulum. It just gets some of the slide and glide to go. And we'll go to the other side. Changing feet too, and changing hands. reaching that side top, really reaching. And the bum swings ever so gently like a pendulum. And then bring in your hands so that they're both sides of the mat. And then bring your hands under your shoulders, push up, and make your way onto your back. Bridge pose. On your back, constructive rest.
I like that term.
Has anyone talked to you about constructive rest?
I haven't, no, not in
It's
that
a
class.
it's a neutral spine.
Okay.
When you're in constructive rest, you allow your spine to be in neutral. One of my doctors, I was telling them about, he couldn't get his head down. He was like this because he was so head forward. He was like this. He was like, Frank, relax your shoulders. I am relaxed. No, Frank, relax your shoulders. I am relaxed. Okay, bring your feet as close to your sits bones as is comfortable so they're under your knees. Press down with the feet to raise your pelvis up, and then pull with your heels towards your head. Shins go over the toes. Do you feel what that does? And then raise your pelvis up even higher. And hold. Check in with the roof of your mouth. Exhale all the way out. And slowly coming down vertebra by vertebra, trying to articulate your spine where it's sticky. When I first started, it was like 3 chunks. Ka-chunk, ka-chunk, ka-chunk. And then slowly you're all the way down. Relax all the muscles. Roll your pelvis forward into cow. Roll it into your belly button, into cat. We're going to do that one more time. Neutral spine, constructive rest. Push down with the feet to start to raise your pelvis, and then pull with the heels. Knees go over your toes, heels come toward the sky. Can you feel the hamstrings? And then come up higher. And if you can, raise the heels up. And lowering down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Contact. Slowly come down one segment at a time. Keep that spine nice and long. And once you come all the way down, bring your knees into your chest and give yourself a rock. Now we don't have straps. And my arms are not as long as my leg. So left leg comes down. Right heel reaches up to the sky, trying to straighten your legs. Put your hands onto the back of your thigh, knitting your fingers. Arm bones come to the ground. Remember I was showing you how arm bones, you can go forward or back? So you want to extend your arm bones toward the ground so that you're not using your neck muscles. You're using your back muscles and not your chin muscles and not your roof of the mouth. Point and flex. Ooh. Point and flex. And now try to go in circles. And try to do slow circles. And see if you have any sticky spots where you sort of tend to want to go past it really quickly. Go the other direction. Slowly drawing that big circle. And then try to reach the heel towards the ceiling, the sky. Pull the thigh in towards you. And then bend the knee, bring it into your chest. Hold onto your shin and extend your left leg. Now you can extend your left leg with your heel on the ground. Or do you know what knit the ribs mean? So you try to, okay, knit the ribs means you bring the ribs down towards your hip headlights and the hip headlights towards your ribs. It's turning on your core. Okay, so turn on your core, and if you like, raise the heel. Ooh, feel that? Yep, right. So you kind of want your lower back closer to the mat. You don't want it to, and then lower the leg. Now here's another one. Hug that knee into your chest and flex the foot. Now take away all the support except for maybe a few fingers, and pay attention to your hip as you remove more and more support until you only have one finger, and then you release. How far does your knee go down, right? Now bring your knee directly over your hip. This is, again, pelvic floor. Let it go out to the side and back to center. So you're stretching and you're using the pelvic floor out to the side and back to the center. We'll do it 4 times. And then straighten your leg. And with your eyes closed, How do you feel one side versus the other? Can you feel the difference? Wild, isn't it?
Yeah.
The right side feels like it's much more grounded.
Yeah.
Much more grounded. So now we're going to bend the right leg and bring the left knee in. Hands against the back. Raise the heel towards the ceiling. Arm bones towards the ground. This is unification of opposites. You always want the opposite grounded. So I want you to look at me. See this versus this. That takes a lot of practice. Okay, so you want them grounded and then reach the heel as much as you can. Oh, feel that stretch. And then point. That's the front fascial line when you point. Can you feel it all the way against the top of your foot? And then flex. That's the back fascial line. And then point. And flex. And slow circles. And notice where you have sticky spots. I have one right there. I stepped on a nail in the bathtub. So it's really sticky. And then go the other direction. And then stopping with it, heels flexed. Reach the heel towards the sky. That straightens your leg more. Pull it in just a little bit more. And then bend the knee into your chest. Bring the other knee into your chest. Gives yourself a rock and a roll. Holding on to your left knee. Reach out with the right heel until your leg is straight and on the mat. Take a breath here. Roll your arm bones into the back so you're using those back muscles. Knit your ribs. Turn on your core. Raise your leg. Point and flex. Point and flex. Point and flex. Drop the right leg down. Pull that left knee in and start taking away the external support. So I take away my right hand and then my left hand. I've got only down to 2 fingers, now 1 finger, and then release it all. Really turns on your hip, all of those muscles around your hip. And then bring your knee over your hip. Foot is flexed. Slowly out to the side, stretching those pelvic floor muscles and then bringing them back. Strengthening the pelvic floor. We'll do it 4 times. 2, 3, and 4. Leg down. Bring the right knee bent. Bring the knees into your chest and give yourself a rock and a roll. And while we're here, we'll do happy baby, feet towards the ceiling, holding on to the outside, legs go apart, and you're like a little baby, laughing at mom, dad, changing your diapers, and you just want to play with your toes. And they could probably bring their toe to their mouth to suck it. Go for it, I can't. And then we're going to roll all the way over onto our left side, knees bent, arms. The left arm is going to be under your head. Right arm is going to be straight out in front of you. Now bring your knees up so they're with the hip and it's knee over knee. Bring your right arm up towards the ceiling. And then let your right arm go back behind, but don't let that top knee slide back. So this is another one of those alignment yoga things. Your lower back does not like to twist or turn. And just breathe. Can you feel just the weight of it? It's a great twist for your upper back. And just breathe and let the weight of your arm open up your chest. Inhale, arm up to the sky. Exhale, down in front of you. And just feel the difference. Resting breath. And roll over onto the other side. Knee over knee, hips up by the chest, right arm under the head, left arm out straight in front of you. Inhale up to the ceiling. Exhale, let the arm just relax, palms towards the ceiling. Take your belly button back towards the center of your knees. Can you feel how that engages your oblique muscles? That is the spiral fascial line, John. Is there any particular pose you want? Inhale up to the ceiling. Exhale down in front of you. Maybe is there a pose that you particularly want? which we do right after we do our Shavasana. So you straighten the top leg. You bring your left arm, hand right by your chest, push up, and come all the way up. And then come into. And we're gonna twist. So let those knees just sort of relax. Take the left hand onto the right knee, right hand behind you, and look over your right shoulder. And as you look over your right shoulder, your belly button goes back to the left. You feel that difference? That keeps your lower back stable. The twist is in your upper back. Release your jaw. I know, drives my students crazy, because it's like with every pose.
Yep.
Yeah. They say they can hear my voice in their dreams. Exhale back to center. Right hand onto left knee, left hand behind you. And I'm going to give you a little clue. Roll your fingers so that they're forward. No, on your, because when your hand's behind you, it's internal rotation.
That's interesting.
I'll show you that also.
Yeah.
Look over your left shoulder.
Yeah.
Belly button comes to the front. And with your next exhale, coming back to center. So if we're going to do down dog, I don't want to do Shavasana now.
But I
Right?
can do that after.
You can do it after.
Yeah, we'll do, yeah.
Okay, so
Help
we're
me
going
with
to come make your way
tips.
back to the ground. Outstretch your legs, or if it's better for your lower back, you can be in constructive rest. Often I use a roll, a blanket roll under people's knees, because that is kind of takes the stress off of your lower back. And if I had China gel, I would bring China gel and let you smell it. So just imagine China gel. Good for you. Good for you. Feel how the earth supports you from below. Let your bones be heavy and sink into the earth. Consciously relax your jaw, your tongue, and invite open spaciousness across the roof of your mouth. Allow each exhale to come all the way out to the end, and then a little pause, and let your body inhale when it tells you it's time. This is how we have control between flight and fright, and rest and digest. By controlling our breath, being aware of our grounding, and releasing the roof of our mouth is very calming to the mind and down-regulating to the nervous system. Slowly bringing yourself back to your room, to where you are in your body, wiggling your fingers and your toes, bringing your knees into your chest, giving yourself a gentle rock and roll. If you want to do another happy baby, you're welcome to. And roll over onto your side, allowing your body to adjust. And then pushing up and making your way to seated. Hands to heart. be happy. Repeat after me. May all beings be happy. May all beings be healthy.
May all beings be healthy.
May all beings be safe and free from danger.
May all beings be safe and free from danger.
May all beings be free of any form of suffering.
May all beings be safe from any form of suffering.
Namaste.
Namaste.
Am I the only student left?
Yeah, you are.
Made it all
You
the way
did
to
really
the
well.
private yoga lesson.
You did so well.
I don't know if you guys were able to hear me, but there you go. Bye.